Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about how Kobe Bryant always came across to me as being secure with himself. He always came across as he was secure in himself, Kobe Bryant. I always got that feel from him, right? That he was very secure with his status in the NBA and, himself, right? That's not LeBron James. LeBron James is not secure in himself. He has not been secure in himself. We've always talked about LeBron James and the insecurities of LeBron James that we see all the time, right? The way that he carries himself, very insecure man, right? That's why I say he's not really a real man, because a real man is secure in himself. Doesn't need validation from other people. We're going to talk about in this video, man, because Kobe Bryant was a grown man versus someone like LeBron James, man. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled, man, by all support, man. It really means a lot. Shout out to everybody in the membership, everyone who comes to and like I said, supports the live streams, donates to the channel, likes my videos. Like I said, send me messages, emails, all this stuff, guys. You guys share my stuff. Thank you very much, man. It means a lot. I truly, truly mean that, guys. Much respect to all the true basketball fans. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I did that video the other day, and I was telling you guys how LeBron James is trying to do Michael Jordan's legacy like the Count of Monte Cristo, right? And a lot of you guys got the analogy. You guys agreed with it. Most of you guys have seen the movie or, read the book or know the story. So much respect to all you guys. But there were also some of you guys that were commenting to me that that's a similar scenario for what they're doing to Kobe Bryant. LeBron James, the media, right? They're trying to erase Kobe Bryant from history, right? So some of you guys were saying that story, right, that analogy can also relate to how they've been doing Kobe Bryant since Kobe Bryant passed away. And what's funny is the LeBron James fans will say, I've seen people write this and you've heard them say these kinds of things, that Kobe Bryant's only in the GOAT conversation because he died. And they try to make it seem like since Kobe Bryant died, people have pumped him up into a realm that he doesn't belong. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that's true. And once again, I feel like Kobe Bryant has become more disrespected over the last several years since his passing than he has been overrated or overhyped. I don't believe that at all. And a lot of the true Kobe Bryant fans, I told you, my youngest brother, his favorite player was Kobe Bryant, man. He loves Kobe Bryant. I told you, he used to yell Kobe all the time. And I remember this stuff. But, when we talk about Kobe Bryant, and, I said what he meant to the fans, and like I said, the way that he went out there, like you said, a lot of those people, they know that they've been trying to tear Kobe Bryant down. They know the facts, man, that Kobe Bryant has been getting attacked, since he passed away, and they've been trying to erase this man from history. So I thought in this video, I wanted to touch on how Kobe Bryant came across to me, what I'm saying, as far as like his demeanor and what I thought, looking at Kobe Bryant from the outside as a fan of basketball. Because remember, we don't know these guys personally. I don't know Michael Jordan personally or Magic Johnson. I don't know any of these guys personally. LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, right? We don't know any of these guys. Steph Curry. I don't know any of these guys. I never knew any of these guys personally. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, Isaiah Thomas, right? Never met these guys. I don't know any of these guys personally. All we can do is judge them off of how they, like I said, put themselves out in the public view, right? Whatever they put out in the public is what we're here to judge. And we're judging them off their careers. We judge them as the athletes that they are. We know them as basketball players. That's how we know these guys, all right? So when we think about Kobe Bryant, and I'm telling you guys, I wanted to think about this, like, how did he come across to me? And the first thing that I always thought is that Kobe Bryant always came across to me as someone that was secure in himself. He was very sure of himself. He was so sure of himself, in fact, that he bet on himself. And how did he do that? By essentially shoving Shaquille O'Neal out of LA. That's essentially what he did. He basically said he bet on himself. And he believed in himself. And he knew he was secure in his skills, his work ethic, his overall game. Right? And he believed, I don't need Shaquille O'Neal here to win. I want to prove that I could win without Shaquille O'Neal. Right? Because Michael Jordan didn't have a superstar level talent of a Shaquille O'Neal magnitude, right? We know that Shaquille O'Neal won those 3 Finals MVPs, and we know that Kobe Bryant probably felt a certain way about how people were trying to view him, trying to put him in the place in NBA's history. Oh, he's getting carried by Shaq, right? I'm sorry he heard that. So once again, Kobe Bryant didn't feel that that was accurate. And most people know Kobe Bryant wasn't being carried by Shaquille O'Neal, man. Kobe Bryant held up his end of the bargain, right? He played his role. And there were many, many times that Kobe Bryant carried Shaquille O'Neal, saved the Lakers, came through at the end of a game when Shaquille O'Neal maybe had foul trouble or fouled out of a game, or they had to take Shaq out of a game late because of the hack of Shaq or his inability to hit free throws in these moments. Right, so Kobe Bryant was that dude. Right, we talked about Shaq not being in great shape, not really having that work ethic, that mindset. You think Shaquille O'Neal would have been able to get along with Michael Jordan? I don't know. Because, we've heard Shaquille O'Neal say things like, oh, if I would have known that it was okay to join teams and do that, then I would have joined, Michael Jordan, the Bulls. But I'm here to tell you, Shaq, I don't think that would have been a good move for you. Because, like I said, if you weren't willing to do what Kobe Bryant was trying to get you to do, and you weren't really focused at that level, then you damn sure weren't going to be okay with playing with Michael Jordan on his team. Because like Michael Jordan said in Last Dance, if you're not on my level, I'm going to get on you until you get on the level. And if not, it's going to be hell for you. It would have been hell for Shaquille O'Neal. Not saying that he could not get on the level, but was he really willing to do that? Didn't really seem like he was willing to do that, especially once he got to LA and he was all about the movies and the stardom and the fame. And we get all this, man. Shaq had the personality, the charisma to do those things. But Kobe Bryant was securing himself to get Shaq out of LA and prove to the people out there, I can lead a team without someone else there. I can be the main guy, galvanize my teammates, push these guys to a point that people didn't think we can get to. Right? Remember, Kobe Bryant called up Michael Jordan, was like, yo, I don't know what to do. How do I get past the Boston Celtics? These guys are tough. And what did Michael Jordan tell him? I've told you this guy's story many times. He said, figure it out. Figure it out. Because isn't that what Michael Jordan had to do against the Detroit Pistons? He had to figure it out, right? And that's what happened. He understood it was on his teammates. He had to make them better. He had to raise their level. It wasn't him, it was them. So he had to sacrifice and do whatever he could do to get them up there. That's the only way they were going to beat Detroit. And when it happened, he praised them. He gave them their just due. Right in the rest history. But when we think about LeBron James versus Kobe Bryant, and I'm telling you guys that Kobe Bryant always came across to me, like I said, as a secure man. Always came across as a man to me. Like I said, no one ever said these guys are perfect, man. I hate when I hear people in the comment section talk about Michael Jordan sacrificed his father, Michael Jordan at this, right? Or they'll say, oh, Kobe Bryant was raping women. They love to throw that out there. They'll say, oh, Kobe Bryant, a court case. He had this thing. They love to talk about Colorado. That's the weird LeBron James fans. And why do they say that? Because they think that LeBron James is flawless. They really will tell you what? Oh, LeBron James, they never did nothing wrong. He's a great father, a great husband. They say those words because they'll tell you what? Oh, LeBron James never got caught cheating. LeBron James never got arrested for nothing. That's how low they've lowered the standard for LeBron James. Being a great husband means that you don't cheat on your wife. That's the bar. That's how low we've lowered the standard down. That's the bare minimum. Like, what are we doing here? We're celebrating something like that? They say, oh, LeBron James never been arrested. Once again, you've lowered the standard for someone is a great humanitarian or great father because they've never been arrested. I don't know what we're saying here. That doesn't make any sense. LeBron James is not a great father. I can tell that. I'm not saying he's a bad father, but you're not a great father. Once again, to use the word great in this context, not applicable. It's not. Is LeBron James a great husband? How are you a great husband when you have your wife come on stage and call you the GOAT? I don't even say that's possible. That shows you have no respect for your wife. None. So, I doubt. Remember, ain't no party like a Diddy party. But he's a great husband, though. Weird stuff here, guys. Weird stuff. So, when we think about all those aspects, the LeBron James fans, they'll really think that LeBron James is perfect. And they'll bring up Kobe Bryant's dirt. They'll say, oh, Kobe Bryant quit in 2000. And, what was that year they always say? Oh, Kobe Bryant quit in 2007. He quit in 2006. They'll just make some stuff up. Right, to show that Kobe Bryant wasn't perfect when no one ever said he was. What we're highlighting is LeBron James' flaws. LeBron James' career is a bunch of potholes and landmines. No one said Kobe Bryant's perfect or Michael Jordan was perfect or Magic Johnson. Any of these guys are perfect. None of them are. So for people to think that that's that an argument that they can make oh, Kobe Bryant quit here, or Kobe Bryant missed these shots here, or Kobe Bryant had a bad game that time, or had a bad series there. Don't no one give a damn about that. Because Kobe Bryant was greater more often than LeBron James was when it mattered most. And it's there. The significance is there. You can see the effects in their record in the finals. Remember, if LeBron James don't choke up 2015, don't choke up 2011, even if he plays even remotely good in 2007, this man is 7-3 in the finals, guys. At minimum, at worst, just 6-4. That's a huge difference from 4-6, my friends. A huge difference. Now, once again, would we really have respected those championships with the super teams and the way he's playing in that week East? No, it's not about the respect of them. But at least you would have had a winning record. But the fact that you lost so much, even though you stacked the odds in your favor, it points to what? The choke job that you've done. 2-1. You were leading 2-1 in 2015. So what do LeBron James fans say? Oh, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love were hurt. Wait, he went up 2-1 without those guys. Without them on the court. So what does that got to do? How did they lose? I don't understand this. And why would they have 2-1, guys? It wasn't just because of LeBron James. It's because guys like Timofey Mozgov, right? Guys like Matthew Dellavedova, right? The other guys stepped up. Tristan Thompson. These guys played roles, man. They played their positions, right? They did what they were supposed to. They helped LeBron James. LeBron James didn't raise his level of play. That was the real problem. At the end of those games, he's missing layups, missing shots. This LeBron James, guys. That's not Michael Jordan, man. It's not Kobe Bryant in these moments. More often than not, they're going to actually do the right thing. What they say, oh, LeBron James makes the right play all the time. He'll turn the ball over and they'll say he made the right play. Oh, that was the right play. He'll chuck up a weird one-legged, off-balance three, and they'll say that was the right play when LeBron James can't shoot worth a damn. Right? That pass to George Hill, 2018 Game 1 Finals, they'll say that was the right play. That was one of the worst low IQ plays I've ever seen in my life. At the end of the game, you pass the ball to George Hill under the backboard. Is George Hill 7 feet tall? No, he's not. Is George Hill known as a high flyer or a clutch time performer or some guy who's known like that? No. That's the guy you put in that position at the end of a game. Bad play. Low IQ from LeBron James. Typical play from LeBron James. So, now, when we think about the security of Kobe Bryant and how he carried himself, LeBron James is the complete opposite. LeBron James is insecure. Everything that LeBron James does speaks to insecurity. I told you that's not a grown man energy right there. Everything that LeBron James and his fans are about, emotions. Look at their comments in my comment section. Emotions. There's no factual info in any of these comments. They'll just use a bunch of emojis and a bunch of, when I said emotional statements, just the statements that they make, that they feel that they know. Right? I just had someone make a comment on a post that I put with Michael Jordan going against the New York Knicks there. It was a picture of Michael Jordan, surrounded by the New York Knicks, his last game in Madison Square Garden in 1998 when he's wearing the shoes, right? And you see the Knicks are all over him, like grabbing his arm, and he's got the ball cocked back. And you guys probably seen the picture I just posted like an hour ago, so whatever it was. And you had some clown out there say, oh, that Knicks team is mid. They would be mid in this era. But you didn't break it down. Give me some information, some facts that would show that your opinion is correct, or that statement is actually has any inkling of truth to it. Give me something. Break it down to us. Tell us why they would be mid. But they don't do that. They just say, oh, they would be mid. This is what they say. But when you say, and when you bring the information and you show the facts, like I did in my video about how weak the Eastern Conference was in relation to the West, from 2005 to 2015, I gave you guys actual information and facts. They don't want to talk about that weak Eastern Conference. They want to tell you that LeBron just went to 8 straight NBA Finals. But they don't want to talk about the weak Eastern Conference. But he's going to turn around and tell me the New York Knicks team of the 90s was mid. Remember, that 90s Knicks team that Michael Jordan was facing, the Knicks of the 90s, to me, of the Eastern Conference, they might be one of the greatest teams of that era to not win a championship. The 93 Knicks, excellent team. Excellent team. Ran to Michael Jordan. But remember, in 97, they would have played the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. But remember what happened with the Knicks and the Miami Heat. The Knicks got like half their team ejected, and they would lose to the Miami Heat. And that's where the Bulls played the Miami Heat in these conference finals. They would have played the Knicks again. So the Knicks were a formidable team. But this person would say they're mid. I don't even know that, oh, they're mid. That doesn't even mean, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about, right? All the Michael Jordan's competition is weak. It's all weak. But we clearly see how weak these guys are. And I can give you information that's simple that shows this. And what information I'm talking about? the games being played. These guys are not playing games. The guys that I grew up watching actually show up to work. So once again, that's highlighting their toughness, right? And that highlights why the era was so difficult to play in. The physicality and the fact that guys showed up. How many games you guys have seen over the last 4 or 5 years now? You turn the TV on, teams getting blown by 40 points. And why is that? Because the other team got all their starters out, or their main guys are out. Load managing, no injury whatsoever. Guys are just out. This is LeBron James fan base, guys. They make no sense. They don't know basketball. They just talk and talk and talk. That's why I told you, 99% of the LeBron James fans that tell you don't know basketball, that talk trash to me in my comment section, they have 0 videos up. 0 videos. They won't even put their face on camera. I told you, there's no one doing what I'm doing on YouTube the way that I'm doing it. Not saying that I'm the best YouTuber out here or I know more than anyone else. I'm not even close to that. But I'm telling you that there's no one putting their face on camera from day one that can break down videos 20, 30 minutes long. I'm doing these. I am straight talking for 20, 30 minutes long. No one is coming anywhere close to this, guys, without cursing, without stuttering all over their words, without saying bro every other word, without saying nah, mean, without using the N-word, MF-er. None of this stuff I need to get my point across. No one's doing this. I don't edit my videos. I don't pre-record my videos. None of this stuff. I don't even write down stuff 95% of the time. You guys know that. I'm just going off of what I remember growing up watching and how I learned the game. From listening to the guys in the broadcast booth, from playing the game, from watching the game, from listening to people that know more than me. LeBron James fans can't say that. Remember, the quote-unquote old heads, what we have is we have in our mind, because we're old heads and we've seen some of these other eras, so we can pull from that knowledge. But these young clowns don't understand, the people who just started watching basketball in 2010, 2015, they can't pull that from their mind. It's not the same if you go watch a YouTube video or watch an old game, because you're not watching it through the lens. You're not watching it through the lens. You guys are being disingenuous. You cannot watch an actual 90s era game, right? And then have a true sense of the era, of what's going on, when you're being disingenuous that way. Like I said, when you're trying to watch it through that lens. It's the facts, guys. So what do I have to, oh, we done with the 90s. No, the 90s is done with y'all, right? The 90s is the golden era. So no matter what they say, the 90s is the only reason why the game is where it is. There would be no NBA today without those guys in the 90s. These guys wouldn't be getting all this money without the guys in the 90s. These guys have squandered that. They abused it. The load managing, right? The flopping, right? They abused this stuff. So LeBron James, I mean, let's be real here, guys. He is very insecure compared to Kobe Bryant. The energy that Kobe Bryant gives off, way, way different than the energy that LeBron James is giving off out there, man. The energy he's been giving off. Soft, feminine dude. That's not Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a grown man. He came across that way. That's why he emulated Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan was a grown man, a true professional that played with heart and grit. Kobe Bryant always seemed secure in himself. You know, as a matter of fact, you guys remember, let's think about this for an example, guys, and I'm just to prove to you and show you guys the difference between a Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. You guys remember towards the end of Kobe Bryant's career, they went up to him and they approached him in the locker room, or I can't remember where it was, and they had asked him about the ESPN preseason rankings, right? The player rankings, remember that? And I can't remember what year this was. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember this. But they ranked Kobe Bryant some ridiculous number, right? You see LeBron James, right? LeBron James was ranked 7th coming into this season, guys. Ranked 7th, even though he hasn't played a lick of defense in over 10 seasons, guys. They ranked him 7th, though. Even though this man is load managed, even though this man's flopping all over the court, still turns the ball over at a high level, air balls, free throws with a lot of consistency, still chokes away end-of-game scenarios, blaming teammates, looking for more help all the time, getting coaches fired, fans ejected, walking off the court early. Are you kidding me? They ranked that dude 7th coming into the season. But you remember what they did to Kobe Bryant. They ranked Kobe Bryant 40th or 30th or whatever the hell it was. 70th? I don't even know. It was super disrespectful to Kobe Bryant. And what did they say? They try to blame the injuries. They try to blame all this stuff. Why they ranked Kobe Bryant that low? Meanwhile, Kobe Bryant's game was there. The game was there. Let's be real. The reason why Kobe Bryant struggled those last several seasons, strictly off of legit injuries. Legit injuries. Not because he was sore. Or, yeah, I wasn't feeling good. He needed a mental break. No. Kobe Bryant was a warrior out there. I mean, the man damn near played almost his entire career battling through injuries. That's not LeBron James, man. So Kobe Bryant was securing himself. So remember, they asked him about the ranking. And what did he say? ESPN's a bunch of idiots. They don't know anything. And that's the facts. They were exposed back then, and they've continued to expose themselves over the years. ESPN don't know damn thing about basketball. They don't know a damn thing what they're talking about. Like he said, who are these people making these lists? Who? Brian McNamara? Excuse me, Brian Windhorst, David McNamara? Like, who's creating these lists? A bunch of clowns out there. Nick Wright? Who creating the lists? Stephen A. Smith? Who? No one with a damn. These people don't know basketball. Are you kidding me? Malika Andrews? Who's making these lists, man? Bunch of fools. Molly Karam? She's making the lists? Who's making these lists? And that's what Kobe Bryant's saying. These people, he's securing himself. He ain't worried about what ESPN was saying. But imagine if they would have had LeBron James ranked like 40th coming into this season. Imagine that. He would have been all upset. He would have been, I ain't talking to ESPN no more, man. I'm done, man. I ain't doing no more interviews with ESPN. They rank me in the bottom 40. Like, because he's not secured himself. Kobe Bryant was securing himself. He wasn't worried about no ESPN rankings. ESPN rankings ain't do nothing for him. That ain't make his career. That wasn't his legacy. Oh, man, you know, Kobe Bryant, he ain't no top 10 player, man. ESPN had him ranked like 70th. Like, come on, man. Don't no one give him damn about ESPN rankings. Insane, man. Listen, they have no validity. That's why we laughed when they had LeBron James ranked 7th. You expose yourself. You expose yourself heavily. You guys have no integrity, man. No honesty. These people are weird. Don't know the game. So Kobe Bryant was securing himself, man. He wasn't worried about that. That's why he continued to work on his game. Push himself. Because he knew he wasn't good enough. He had to keep working. He was chasing Michael Jordan's greatness. The same way Michael Jordan was chasing Larry Bird and Magic Johnson's greatness, right? He wanted to be recognized like those guys were, as champions. That's what Kobe Bryant's chasing the greatness. So he had to work. He had to earn it, right? Playing on one team. Michael Jordan told him to figure it out. I told you, imagine if Michael Jordan would told LeBron James to figure it out in 2007 or 2008. 2009. Yo, LeBron, you got to figure it out, man. You got a team around you, man. The organization spending money on you guys. You got to go out there and figure it out, man. You got to take a lesser role. We've been saying this for years. LeBron James wouldn't have understood what Michael Jordan meant. He wouldn't have been able to figure it out. Because LeBron James, to him, figuring it out means go join Dwayne Wade. Go get more help. Go get some trades, some free agents, get a new head coach. That's his idea, right? Of figuring it out. That's how he figures it out. He don't want to go to the ground like Kobe. Kobe Bryant was like, all right, man. I hear what you're saying, Mike. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure this out, man. I'm going to figure out how to push Pau Gasol, make him a little bit greater, raise the level of my teammates, get them on my level, make some adjustments myself, sacrifice here and there, right? Be a little bit more coachable, be a little bit more fluid. He understands these things. So he did that. And what happened? The results were there. Back-to-back championships for Kobe Bryant, man, right? And like I said, we all know that Kobe Bryant's end of his career was derailed by injuries. You can't say that about LeBron James. Why hasn't LeBron James made an all-defensive team in 10 seasons? But Kobe Bryant made 9 all-defensive first teams in his career. Dealing with all those injuries he dealt with. How come LeBron James hasn't made one in 10 years? He's not dealing with significant injuries like Kobe Bryant. He's not, right? LeBron James been down with the NBA for all these years, hasn't won an MVP in his 30s. What? Insane. It don't make no sense. LeBron James not securing himself. That's why he calls him the greatest of all time. I never heard Kobe Bryant call himself the greatest of all time. You know, it's really funny because Kobe Bryant actually showed a lot of humility. And, you know, when I first started, you know, watching Kobe Bryant, the late 80s, or excuse me, the late 90s, the early 2000s, you know, Kobe Bryant could maybe come across as an arrogant, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And that's a bad thing to have a little bit of arrogance or, you know, have that self-confidence in you. It's not necessarily a bad thing, especially for a professional athlete. We get all that. But I think that Kobe Bryant was rubbing some people the wrong way because he was trying to be like Michael Jordan so much. I've seen some of you guys right there in the comment section. Kobe Bryant, I didn't really like him at first because, he was really trying to be like Michael Jordan with the way that he talked, the way that he walked, the game. So some of you guys were rubbed a little bit the wrong way by Kobe. But Kobe earned the respect of us because of the way he went out there and played the game. He didn't cheat the fans. He didn't cheat the game. He didn't cheat himself. So he earned the respect. Even if you didn't like Kobe Bryant, you respect him. I respect him. I respect his heart and grit. Going out there, playing through a lot of things that people today ain't playing through. They're just not. You see these guys, they're not playing through this stuff. Like I said, man, Kobe Bryant wasn't perfect. So for LeBron James to act like Kobe Bryant ain't perfect, no one ever said he was. You guys are clowns because you guys keep trying to tell us LeBron James is perfect. He ain't done nothing wrong. Every time LeBron James does something, here you guys come. But then you're never there when he does the other stuff. You guys are never there for that. Like, I had some kid come in my comment section on a video that had nothing to do with LeBron James. Some fool wrote, "Oh, you're not going to talk about the win last night for the Mavericks?" And I told him, why are you not making a video about this? Why are you not talking about it? Why are you asking me? Don't dictate what I talk about. It's my channel. I can talk about whatever I want. Whatever I want. It's so funny that he'll say something like that on a video that has nothing to do with LeBron James. You don't believe that comment there. But meanwhile, Luka Doncic dropped like 40-something points last night. I'm pretty sure. Did he? Did he not? So you want me to do a video because the Lakers won and LeBron James is out there being carried by Luka Doncic again? What? You guys are weird, man. Where are you guys at all the other years? LeBron James ain't won a championship, a legit championship in his entire career. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys in 2021? Where are you guys in 2022, 2023, 2024? Where are you guys at? You guys are never around. When LeBron James flopping all over the court all season long? Where are you guys at when LeBron James says he's going to play 82 games this season and then doesn't even play 82 games? Where are you guys at for that? And like I said, you make your videos. If you guys love LeBron James so much, then you make videos. I don't respect that clown. For the last time. My goodness. So, LeBron James fans are insecure like LeBron James is. And Kobe Bryant's always been secure. He was a man. LeBron James ain't a man. So, even though they've been trying to sabotage Kobe Bryant's legacy, and erase him from some of this stuff, it's not going to work. Because like I said, Kobe Bryant earned his place in history, right? By the way that he went out there and competed. The respect is huge for the all-time greats. You play to be respected. I told you, if no one has to like you, but you at least want to be respected, not only by the contemporaries, but by the fans also. That's the facts. So you guys know the deal, man. Kobe Bryant was always secure in himself, not like LeBron James. Kobe Bryant didn't have to call himself the greatest of all time. What did Kobe Bryant say? Kobe Bryant said, what you get from me, you got from Jordan. You get from him. That's what he's saying. LeBron James, that one right there, made me the greatest of all time. I never heard Kobe Bryant say, yo, man, that back-to-back championships I won without Shaquille O'Neal, that made me the greatest of all time, man. That right there, when I did that, I was like, yo, you the greatest of all time now. You better than Michael Jordan. You better than that dude. You better than that guy. I ain't never heard Kobe Bryant talk like that. Never. Never once. And like I said, the way that he honored Michael Jordan by saying, yo, man, what you get from me, you get from him. I don't get 5 championships without him. That is much respect to Michael Jordan, man. Much respect. I'll never hear LeBron James talk like that. About none. That's called Kobe Bryant being secure in himself. He don't need to be. Anytime you've heard Kobe Bryant ask, oh, who's greatest of all time, or who's this, either he jokes around about it, like I heard him talk about that one time on, was that Jimmy Kimmel show, I want to say it was. I could be wrong. It was one of them late night shows. And he was saying like, oh, how would you rank you, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan? And he said, I'm number 1, Mike's number 2, LeBron 3. And he started laughing. He's joking around. We get all that. Kobe Bryant's never said that kind of stuff, man. Like I said, for him to say, I don't get 5 championships without Mike, that's huge props to Michael Jordan because he understood what Michael Jordan meant to him as a big brother type thing, right? As a mentor, right? As a master. He's the master. Kobe was a student. And Kobe Bryant was a hell of a student, man. Like I said, it was like Ip Man and Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it was. That's the dynamic there. So shout out to Kobe Bryant, man. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, man. Like I said, all of his supporters out there, right? All the people that know about Kobe Bryant, that stand up for Kobe Bryant and set the record straight against a lot of this stuff. Kobe Bryant was securing himself. That's how he always came across to me. He didn't need validation from anyone else. He didn't need validation from the media because he wasn't getting it from the media. He didn't need validation from the fans. He didn't. But the fans loved him. They respected him But he didn't need that validation. He didn't need validation from the media. He didn't need this stuff. He did not need a validation from the general managers, right? He didn't need any kind of validation, man. LeBron James has always needed validation. That's the facts. So Kobe Bryant could go out there and get booed by the fans or whatever the case may be, and they're rooting against him. He don't need that validation. It's okay. He could be the bad guy. LeBron James can't. LeBron James is a bad guy, but wants to be seen as a good guy. That's how it works, man. You carry yourself like a villain, like a dirtbag, you're going to be seen and viewed as a dirtbag, my man. And that's how you've carried yourself. Once again, Kobe Bryant carried himself with a lot more honor, a lot more class, and a lot more integrity than LeBron James ever been close to. And he's earned the respect. So like I told you, Kobe Bryant has over 300 murals all across the world. Not in just the States, the world. LeBron James couldn't even get one mural in LA without being vandalized multiple times. That's called respect. They wouldn't dare vandalize Kobe Bryant's mural, his memory like that. Because what he represented, right? For the people. He went out there and gave it his all. He sacrificed for the fans, for that love of the game, to be the best version of himself. And he left people out there with a Mamba mentality. Where's LeBron James left behind? How has LeBron James pushed the game forward? He has not. How many times have you heard people talk about Kobe Bryant, some of these other players, right? And what they learned from Kobe Bryant. Hell, you see I've seen other sports, football players talk about Kobe Bryant. There's a legacy, man. He was securing himself, man. That's why he could do the things that he did. LeBron James got to walk into a party with goats. He got to keep telling everybody, I'm the greatest of all time, right? He got to cry and moan for help all the time, right? He got to get a new coach all the time. Get fans ejected. Ain't Kobe Bryant, man. Kobe Bryant wasn't flopping around. That wasn't Kobe. He wasn't load managing. That wasn't Kobe, man. He was secured himself. He didn't need the validation from the media or people to tell him, oh, yeah, Kobe Bryant's greatest of all time. Kobe Bryant's top 2, top 3. Kobe Bryant's right behind Michael Jordan. He didn't need that stuff. LeBron James needs that. That's why he pays all these people to say these things. Kobe Bryant didn't do that. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.